Although we saved the Hampton house, right, we still working to maintain the Hampton house.
The CIA put a wiretap on this house right here.
Geographically speaking, this is Maywood. I think they refer to like the farther west side. Historical stomping grounds, the Hampton house. The house in which Chairman Fred Hampton they grew up in. It's documented how the FBI told the vice lords they'd give him a certain portion of 16th Street if the Black Panther Party could not open a free medical center on 16th Street. He flipped the script. He won them certain points of unity. They subsequently ended up working the free medical center. Devil disciples later got them to change it into the black disciples in the free breakfast program. You know what I'm saying? Certain areas were flooded with dope. The government had flooded. It's like it's a war tactic to salt the earth. You know, Chicago was the last major city that crack cocaine was able to be introduced in. They had to, lock up Jeff Ford, Chief Molly.
Chairman Bobby Seale was the co-founder of the Black Panther Party, along with Minister Dr. Huey P. Newton, and Chairman Fred was the deputy chairman of the largest chapter, which was the Illinois State chapter.
The same year the Black Panther Party was started, October 15, 1966.
This image here is Chairman Fred serving the youth at the Free Breakfast for Children program. The Chicago branch alone served a minimum of 3,500 children a week free breakfast.
The main resource is the people. Y'all keep y'all eyes open for this brother here, man. Golden Child. The unity movement is happening. Revolution, you gain the massive participations of the masses of the people.
There's 50 million of us in America. If 1 million of us locked in, we could renew the streets.
They say, man, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., he go to the Muslim server, Hebrew server, vice lord me, disciple me, still come out Chairman Fred. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You clear who you are.
This was immediately after Chairman Fred and Defense Captain Mark Clark was assassinated. As y'all could see the pigs, they all got smiles on their faces. They actually carrying Chairman Fred out, and they was celebrating, they was chanting, Chairman Fred is dead, Chairman Fred is dead.
When they come to kill us, they don't care what it is that you believe. You see this and they getting you up out of there.
Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. at the grave site of Chairman Fred, and if you look at his tombstone, you'll actually see that it's riddled with bullet holes. The pigs shoot it up annually every December the 4th.
God created Africans, America made us.
They flung Mama Comrade in the kitchen by her hair and said, look, we got a pregnant broad in here. As y'all can see, she's 8.5 months pregnant with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. She covered down over him while Chairman was, while he was being assassinated. She felt the bullets going through the mattress. This is actually her mug shot.
Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! We standing on unity, baby. One love.
Look! This is the eye of the trenches.
When I'm standing in front of the house, man, that Fred Hampton grew up in, it's like, can't wait to go inside, man. We're getting ready to make some more history, man, with the history maker, Young Will, Eye of the Trenches, man. But yeah, I'm just...
The unity movement.
The unity movement.
History makers.
History makers. Big S, big plural. Yes, sir. So, yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's been a day, too, man.
The day is dang, ain't it? A plethora of things happen. You know, brother?
You got all the big words,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to T.I.
Dang. A plethora.
You been having that dictionary real?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how you do it.
You know he original when he got this on the wrist right here. He's an original.
Y'all go tap that.
Yeah. There's only a few of those, man.
So you got to sign the tag.
I got
put it back up. I'm gonna get a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up and put it in the frame.
I'm gonna hit you with an on-the-spot question.
Come on, bro.
Let's
do it.
Fred Hampton, the late great Fred Hampton, was still right here now speaking to you. What's something you would ask him about what he had done?
Man, bro, I remember having a conversation with Father Flager, and he talked about the phenomenal organizing ability of Fred Hampton, and he said like he really hasn't seen anybody that can match his ability to organize, urban communities and bring people together. So I really would ask him about his tactics and his strategies and his methods, considering, that we walking down a similar path right now. And when he said that to me, Father Flager, man, it really charged me up, man, because I really wanted to take that baton, man, and take it to the next level in terms of what we able to do, organizing our people on this grassroots level. So yeah, that's probably what I ask him, like, what's your methodology, what's your tactics, how do you go about entering, uncharted territory and things of that sort. So that being said, this his son calling, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What, 14? When the CIA put a wiretap on this house right here.
Wow.
They already know it. They watching.
Yeah, they say history best rewards the researcher, man. So, when you study history like this, and you know, you walk down the path that we walking down, you know, in terms of organizing our people, you know, in our communities, we can't take it lightly. You know, if the CIA and the feds came for brothers like him, we can't put it past ourselves that they wouldn't come for brothers like us. So just learning as much as we can, soaking up the history so that we can avoid falling in the traps that, you know, our ancestors fell into.
Well, good to meet you too. First door to your left.
History. I know we're getting that lesson today, man. Oh, get me on the camera. I ain't ready yet. Y'all feel free.
We in here though, Chairman.
Y'all feel free to do what y'all do.
Yes,
Get me on the camera, yo. I ain't even partner, so I'm body language. I love you, brother.
Yeah,
Man, we in the living room, bro.
it's like a museum.
Yeah, bro, the Hampton house, man. The living room, bro. Where Fred Hampton lived, bro. On the way for Big Bro, Chairman Fred Jr. to come out and give us the whole demonstration. But right now, I'm just soaking up everything right now, man.
So what we shooting today, fam?
We're shooting Return of the Gods off the War Cry project, man. We're also going to be documenting everything, you know, that we're seeing right now.
Why is it important to shoot it here, though?
Man, you know, I mean, when you really listen to the lyrics of the song, man, it's really talking about the return of, you know, men that are intentional about making their communities what it need to be. And it was really recommended by my brother right here, Dre, man. And the second he said it, I said, oh, it'll make all the sense in the world for us to do it here. Because it's time, man. It's time for us to, you know, take our rightful position, you know, in communities to make them, you know, safe and decent places to live.
Yeah, what up?
Ears up, eyes open, the fist clench, y'all. First and foremost, this is April 17th, 2025, y'all. Did this thing, y'all, the historical stomping grounds, the house, the Hampton house, the house in which Chairman Fred Hampton they grew up in. This is a lot of people get confused sometimes. This is the house he had assassinated, but again, this is the house he grew up in. That's actually the elementary school that he attended right across the street. And some of the parents had commented before, they said, you know, since y'all been here, the children get bigger shirt sizes. We say, why is that? Because they walk with their chest out at night, you know, they be even asking themselves, like, man, that's probably the desk he sat at, or so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So this phenomenal move there. Then right here on the corner, for those who've seen the movie Judas and Black Messiah, they talk about the case. One of the cases that Chairman Fred was given was the infamous ice cream truck robbery case. And that right there, they framed him. They say put $71 worth of good ice cream from the Good Ice cream truck. I feel real. Where my camera at there? Come right cool there. Tag, help me out. You know what I'm saying? Let them know
Come on.
Yeah, help me.
Up in there.
But I didn't even.
I gave them school, you know what I'm saying, the background, the house, you know what I'm saying, the campaign to say
okay, so 2018 we started the campaign to say the Hampton house. When we came, it was backdated on the water bill, the gas was off, lights was off, it was under foreclosure. We started a campaign to save the Hampton house, the support of the community, the people. Really, it was an international campaign. People from all over came out to assist us with getting a house out of foreclosure.
All right.
We did get the banks to back off, and we brought the building up to code, so now we just got, you know, some renovation and stuff going on. It's a lot of work. It's been a huge transformation, the before and after phenomenal. I don't know if Chairman let y'all know that already, but we still got ongoing work. So right now, although we saved the Hampton house, right, we still working to maintain the Hampton house.
Come on.
We honored and humbled. And we got this thing called the code of culture. The code of culture. We said too many of us in sing for some catches. We talking about some bling bling.
Come on.
We are honored and humbled to have Golden Child here today, y'all.
Yes,
you know
sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Alhamdulillah. The deal, you know what I'm saying, to put the music, I mean, we see, you know what I'm saying, we got to hit them the beauty shops, the barber shops, the pool halls, church, the mosque, everywhere the people let, you know what I'm saying? And this is a phenomenal, for this dynamic to happen here, we honor him. We've been watching this brother for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
And, a lot of people, they heard about the shoot gonna be going down today. They called and said, man, we wish you would give us a little more notice, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna happen again, though, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep y'all eyes open for this brother here, man, Golden Child. The unity movement is happening. A lot of times you hear about you get bombarded with the
Motorcon.
The propaganda. I tell you, you hear about Chirac and the different dynamics going on. You know, we try to we gonna flip the script, oversaturate you with what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff like this here again, we're gonna drop some real people, people propaganda bombs on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the way down.
Yes,
Free them all. Free them all.
So what neighborhood is this?
RBG.
This is okay. This is technically okay. Geographically speaking, this is Maywood. A lot of times they refer to like the farther west side. This is Maywood. Again, this Chairman Fred grew up here. In fact, he was back and forth. He was assassinated on Monroe and Western, but this is Maywood. And before we leave here too, I want to also take y'all down to another spot we fighting to get back motivated. That's the Chairman Fred Hampton Aquatic Center. One of the campaigns that he was known for also as a child, 12 years old. His schoolmates tell the story better than me. They say, later she say, he took us, we was about 12 years old, and he went to say, he seen that there was no swimming pool facilities for the black children. So he went up there to 2 or 3 schoolmates with him. They went to go challenge it. She said he took these twigs and cardboard. I said, so what? She said, you heard me, some twigs and cardboard. And they went up there and they went to go protest, and the police threw some live TIG gas canisters out there at him. She said he took the live TIG gas canisters, threw right back inside the police station, 12 years old. And when he was 13 years old, he took the junior NAACP from about 7 to 300 members in the 7.5-month time period. So when the DC, when they called for a wiretap, we placed on this house right here, my grandparents' home.
So you say it was a wiretap right on this house?
This house.
Yes,
the DC Bureau of the FBI thought it was a typo. They couldn't believe how young he was. They thought it was a typo. So they was targeting him all the time. He graduated from Proviso East, 1966. Ironically, the same year the Black Panther Party was started, October 15, 1966. But he graduated from there. But they started watching him as a youngster. In fact, his FBI file started when he was 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Already on the list.
So we honor and humble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is a major move, and on the spread, I get my phone, drop a couple of social media drops to let people know. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of times we go through battle fatigue. It can be also demoralizing.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, so they show you the images. You know what I'm saying? The music or the slop hop that they hit out people with. The slop hop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this young brother here is flipping the script, man.
Talking loud and saying nothing.
Flipping the script.
It's
Talking loud and saying nothing.
One of the young brothers, a part of the movement, said, man, return of the gods, man. It's imperative that you do that at the Hampton house. He shot the idea out there at me. And when I listen to the song and when I know what it is, you know that this holy ground represents, and I know what it is that Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. is still doing in the community. I said it only makes sense, man, to bring this strength together and show the world that regardless of age, regardless of creed, regardless of class, regardless of our personal different beliefs and petty differences that some of us may have in our community, it's important for the young to come together with the older, and it's important for us to bridge the gap between the young and the old so that we can go into the future stronger, more powerful,
yes, sir,
and more impactful. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to rock and roll. It's a whole lot of power out here right now, man. And free them all, man.
Free them all. Free them all. Yes, indeed.
Big unity too, brother.
Big unity.
Big unity.
Yes, sir.
Big unity.
Yes, sir.
Look, born for everything that I'm doing. Just know I know that. The devil want me off of my post, but I'ma hold that. They think they know me just cause they follow me on the gram. I got a side to put the fear of God in you, but I don't show that. They don't know the route, but our power and our unity. I know everybody ain't gon' come together, that ain't new to me. But if it's 50 million of us in America, if 1 million of us locked in, we could renew the streets. Look, I love my brothers, I don't do the beef. Just cause we don't see eye to eye don't mean I want you to bleed. Pray my generation, don't let religion divide us. Enemy will kill us both and don't care about what me or you believe. Return of the gods, I got soldiers with me.
That's not ready.
Up in here.
Go on the corner, get your shot of water. You know what I'm saying? We come out round 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we swing, we still swing. You know what I'm saying? Get your shot of water, come out round 2.
He jump out of first shot. First shot. Free them all.
How you coming?
Hey,
How you coming, huh?
This rated R for reality.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. We Justin Blake here representing the Blake family. Jay couldn't be here today, but we show up, baby. 10 toes down. Free them all. Big brother Chairman's putting it on. We've known this young brother for years. He been slaying them, bro. In the streets, when I owned the store in Maywood, 412 West 71st Street. He used to come through there. And they banging it now. We proud of you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. We much proud of you, bro. Yes, sir. To the nation, we send that love, boy, baby. We standing on unity, baby. One love. One God, one aim, one destiny. Africa for the African. Those at home and those abroad, baby. One love. Unity now. RBG all the way down.
Yes, sir.
Free them all.
We inside the Hampton house. This is again Dr. Chairman Fred. We're gonna give you a little background too. One memory that sticks out of my mind and my heart here, like it was a lot of cats telling us, you know, y'all ain't gonna be able to save the house, so on and so forth. In fact, the police had my quote inside the station when we said handcuffs and caskets before we abandoned it. Handcuffs and caskets before we abandoned it. We knew the strategic, the significance of this here. You know, say like, you know, see, in war, Napoleon knew the significance of hitting the nose of the Sphinx, you know what I'm saying? And there's certain landmarks, before they made it a landmark, the state made a landmark, we knew the significance of this place. A lot of people tell us, you know, financially don't make no sense to do it. We said politically. In fact, one of my comrades, who's also one of Chairman Fred's comrades, he was telling me when we first got here, he come on saying like you can come into different cons as opposed to the pros, saying you're not gonna be able to save the house. And I remember I said, listen, I said, this here, it's a movie called Apocalypto. I said, don't you check out that movie? It's a part of Apocalypto. When the youngster told me, he said, man, he said, you have to leave. He said, why? He said, your fear is contagious. I said, yes, sir. Your fear is contagious. I said, yes, man. Sir. I said, and I told the comrade, I said, all due respect, I said, give me 1/8. Give me 1/8 of the confidence, you know what I'm saying, in the back you gave Chairman Fred. He said, I'm with you, Chairman, roll. So we went against the grain. We stand here, no heat, no water, you know what I'm saying, we battled, you know what I'm saying. And also, we point this out too, before we got here, I was just in West Oakland, talking to Brother Newman, this UEP News nephew, and I was, we talking about how certain areas were flooded with dope. The government had flooded. It's like it's a war tactic to salt the earth. You know what I'm saying? You go through, so that'd be in the minds and hearts of people. So they literally tried to salt the earth here. You know what I'm saying? They tried to turn this to a dope den. It was actually like a dope den. We had to come through and clean house. It was people landing in the hallways. You know what I'm saying? Demoralized. There was 9 overdoses next door. You know, not on our watch. They can't be. You know what I'm saying? One brother who was going through his struggles. He said, man, he remembers a child seeing the Panther party in front of the house. He asked his mother, he said, what's going on? She said, that's what Chairman Fred grew up at. He said, it's stuck in his mind. I said, brother, you that stuck with you, right? He said, yeah. I said, how would it feel if children seeing the image of people, you know what I'm saying, getting high? You know what I'm saying, demoralized, you know what I'm saying, struggle about dope. And he said, you're right, it can't happen. So we gotta recognize significance, you know what I'm saying? It's how inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is Chicago. How people say what's like some significance of it? It's like it's a city of structure amongst other things. You know what I'm saying? All those been destabilized to a point, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's certain dynamics. Like Chicago was the last major city that crack cocaine was able to be introduced in. They had to, you know, lock up Jeff Ford, Chief Malik, Cookie Stokes, come on, murder, all this. But you see different dynamics. The structure, you know what I'm saying, like it's certain, you see that crescent, that star, you know, people don't have to know what side they know where to go in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, there's certain terms you use, and that's one of America's policies is to create chaos and then restore order. Create chaos, then restore order. So again, this is a significant move. We went against the grain with it. In fact, we had some discussions here before the movie came out. Ryan Coogler sat right there, Danny Kaluuya, Dominique Fishback, all we sat there about 8 to 10 hours. We sat right here. Brother Jesse X with the Nation. Yes, sir. He had drove them over here. We sat at hit man, and we was sick the first time we talked. So we really was not with it initially. So we was back and forth. What's gonna happen with the movie? So we sat about 8 to 10 hours back and forth, and I said, our next movie, I go to my office. You know, and they said, okay, well, I said, streets. That's my office, the streets. Yes, sir. I said, Google. Yes, sir. Google the worst neighborhood of Chicago, right? That happened to be right then. And let's go. They Google it, and happened to be 11 murders on Madison and Keeler. So I said, it's about 3 in the morning. I said, that's what it is. So the word come down, I said, studio, so they ain't gonna allow the studio, so they can't go. I said, no, this gotta happen. Man, we went on that corner, and hey, I like what Richard Pryor say, he was a peopleologist. I like that term. I studied Daniel Kaluuya, I studied Dominique Fishback, Charles King. I watched their body language, the spots, everything, and I related to them, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, this is it, you know what I'm saying? So this was a lot of discussions happen.
Yes,
this is, help me out, tag team, come around, take them around.
Okay. Come on. All right, y'all. So y'all in the Chairman Fred? Oh yeah. No. We don't want to close on. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so y'all in the Chairman Fred Memorial Museum. So we did turn Hampton House into a museum. It's also a community resource center as well. This image here is Chairman Fred speaking in Grant Park. This is the Black Panther Party Club standing in solidarity with the indigenous community in Standing Rock, North Dakota. Y'all heard of the Rainbow Coalition?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have a present-day Rainbow Coalition, which consists of a number of different organizations. This is Cha-Cha Jimenez and Chair. Long live Cha-Cha.
Long live.
Cha-Cha. Long live.
Cha-Cha. The leader and founder of the Puerto Rican Young Lords, the chairman, and leader and founder of the Puerto Rican Young Lords, Chairman Fred. That's Chairman Fred and some of his security staff. This image was done by Sophia Dawson. She an artist out of New York. That's Deborah Johnson, now known as Akua and Jerry, and Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. when he was a baby.
Shout it.
Chairman Fred, we seen this image at an art exhibit. This big blown up image here, we did a side by side with Chairman as a baby. He was 3 years old in that picture. This was a few years ago at an art exhibit in New York. I'm moving kind of fast, y'all.
That's good.
Y'all, this was donated from Ghana, and if you look closely, it's all made out of cloth. This is from Ghana, Africa.
Wow, donated from Ghana.
Yep.
Wow. I like it.
Did you bring back this trip?
This image here was done by the former Minister of Culture, Emory Douglas. This is the brother who did all the artwork in the Black Panther Party newspaper. If y'all seen any previous articles of the Black Panther Party paper, you can look up the archives online.
Let me tag team with you two, Gone.
Okay.
Again, let me say this again, especially while we're doing this here, especially with Brother Golden Child here too. Let me say this: a lot of times people look at art for art's sake, and I tell you, detach. If you was to say, let's just music or whatever, let's just drawings. Our terms, our greetings, our structure, everything. Everything. We got to recognize the significance of that again, because a lot of times the system gets us to some sort of elementary way to say, well, you know what I'm saying, this word, but notice I said earlier about people was demoralized. I didn't say it was dope things, junkies. In fact, I spoke at a rehab center on 57 in Wood a few weeks back, and the brother worked there, he said, Cham, he said, man, you done shook the place up. So what you mean? He said, they telling the staff, we not junkies or dope fiends, we are demoralized. You know what I'm saying? Those terms, how we relate to each other, you know what I'm saying? Our body language, everything. Our leadership for our Black Panther Party Cubs in New Orleans, Louisiana, Albert Chewy Clark, who did 18 years in Angola. He talked about how as a child he was illiterate. Make sure we distinguish illiterate from being stupid or dumb. He was illiterate, he couldn't read, you know what I'm saying? But he was, you know what I'm saying, he ain't no dummy. He talked about how the Panther paper was the artwork, you know what I'm saying? How the depictions about Minister of Culture, how he learned different dynamics about the politics, about the health care program, so on and so forth. So even so, I want to reiterate that this is a hell of a move we doing, you know what I'm saying? And the music, all this, a lot of times we get caught with this thing, it's just music, but again, but this is the art, the culture is extremely important. I just want to point that out. Also, this picture, y'all see this picture, my mother's holding the child. We was on a run at that time. The grand jury was trying to talk to the surviving members of the party after the December 4th assassination. And Chairman Fred and Defense Captain Mark Clark was assassinated December 4th, 1969, and that wasn't the end move. They came through, I mentioned earlier about salting the earth. They came through here December the 5th, early in the morning, and they pulled all the men and the boys outside their homes in front of their wives and sisters and children. He said there'd never been another Chairman Fred out here. He said that the breaking process is similar to during the era of chattel slavery. They would catch a pregnant sister who ran away. They wouldn't just kill her, they would go bring her back. That's right. In front of the populace and the masses, cut her stomach open, stomp the fetus to death. And they're terrified, they're horrified generations to come. You know, so a lot of people say, I don't know why we never knew about this. You know, it's a reason why, you know what I'm saying? Because the breaking process and go for generations. I forgot under whose tenure, but in South Korea, they went for they have a tactic where they would lock you up for 3 generations. You might think you're gonna get out. They said, no, you gotta hold you in a few more generations. You know what I'm saying? To weed it up out of you. You know what I'm saying? This is they study our DNA. They know our potential before we know our own potential.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we I recognize our lineage, all that down there is significant. We say we got the dogs, so we call them the Hampton House Hounds. We had to bring the dogs, they play a role. And brother came get some puppies one time, he come on sweating about the lineage of the puppies. I said, well man, he said, well, they papers. I said, I'm telling you, they German Rottweilers. And I said, man, ask you a question. I said, who was your children's maternal grandparents? He said, I don't know. I said, man, I said, that's how, we that serious about the dogs? Wow. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, but I own lineage, you know, it blew me away. So we got to recognize that, you know what I'm saying? That's why they study us, they know our potential, they study our body language, all that. So she's on the run at that time. And go ahead and come around to the tag team.
Okay, so this image here was a month before Chairman Fred was assassinated. This was a Central Committee meeting. This was actually in Chicago. You got the former Chairman Bobby Seale, Chairman Fred, Field Marshal Donald D.C. Cox, Minister of Education Masai Hewitt, and Bobby Rush.
Distinguish if you can, when you say, because there's some, like you say Chairman Bobby Seale and Chairman Fred, so a lot of people might not be familiar to distinguish with that.
Chairman Bobby Seale was the co-founder of the Black Panther Party, along with Minister Dr. Huey P. Newton. And Chairman Fred was the deputy chairman of the largest chapter, which was the Illinois State chapter, was the largest chapter of the Black Panther Party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who we got here?
Here we got Deputy Minister of Health Ronald Doc Satchel. This is the brother who ran the free medical clinic. Also, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr.'s godfather. He's one of the survivors of the massacre on Monroe. He actually took the most hits. Wow. We got some, he passed several years ago. We got some dirt from his grave right over there.
Doc Satchel, I'm just tagging to the camera. Doc Satchel, I forgot what college he was in. They said when you heard Chairman Fred speak, he left the college, he came and joined the Black Panther Party. He ran that medical center with a panther paw. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was responsible for implementing what they refer to as the Panther Party had the people's advocate. So when you went to the hospital, Minister Doc would make sure you were taught to a respect, not dogma, not elitism. A lot of times we don't, like we said, why y'all don't go to the hospital? Why y'all do that? You rather go to a slaughterhouse, you treat like an animal. You know what I'm saying? But the Panther, they made sure the free medical center, you taught to respect, and they started the testing for sickle cell anemia testing. You know what I'm saying? They had the ambulances, other dynamics, but again, yes, he stressed that. And he was known, like they said, a baby face, a young brother, but Chairman was out on appeal bond for the case, so he couldn't carry his security. They say Doc was on point with him for that security with that thing. Yeah.
Yes,
okay, so we got the Spartan Jake Winters Free Medical Center. Y'all seen Judas and the Black Messiah? Yes. Okay, good. So Spartan Jake Winters, he was also depicted in the movie as well. He was a comrade that was assassinated shortly before Chairman Fred and Defense Captain Mark Clark. He was assassinated November 13, 1969. This is the medical center that Chairman Fred wanted to name in honor of Spartan Jake.
And that's what Chairman Fred actually wanted my name to be. That's what, so it'll be my middle name, but that's you want to be named after Jake.
This next image over here, y'all.
Jake Winters, yes.
This was immediately after Chairman Fred and Defense Captain Mark Clark was assassinated. As y'all can see, the pigs, they all got smiles on their faces. They actually carrying Chairman Fred out, and they was celebrating. They was chanting, "Chairman Fred is dead. Chairman Fred is dead." This very popular image here. This is the former Chairman Bobby Seale and the visionary, the Minister of Defense, Minister Dr. Huey P. Newton, the founder of the Black Panther Party. Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. during the street sign campaign, which is going to be kicked off very soon.
Yeah. We're going to stick with me on this. I want to make the officially invite y'all too. Y'all to scoop this. That's 2004. We fought to have a street name after Chairman Fred on Monroe and Western. They fought us on that. So this week going back for it again. And August 30th, so we're going to get that street set up there this time. We also going to implement a tactic style move too. We're going to start turning, August 30th, turn the water black. Like the Irish turn the water green on St. Patrick's Day, we're going to start turning the water black on August 30th. This also, this is young brother, on the street, they know, Big Law, Lawrence Lee. I politicized him in the joint, you know what I'm saying? Hello young brother. This is Minister of Defense Huey P. Newton was in Cuba in political exile. And that's because we're gonna get this back in the front. Okay, come ready. We rolling.
Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all in this room over here. So this image here, oops, excuse me. This image here is members of the Illinois State Chapter. This image here is Chairman Fred serving the youth at the Free Breakfast for Children program. The Chicago branch alone served a minimum of 3,500 children a week free breakfast.
You said 3,500?
Yes, a minimum of 3,500 children a week. This article is in respect to Defense Captain Mark Clark. It basically details that his family wasn't notified of his passing. And we just did an event recently in Minnesota. Chairman was a keynote speaker, and he played a clip of Field Marshal George Jackson, his mother, and she also mentioned how she wasn't notified of Field Marshal George Jackson's death as well. He was assassinated in a concentration camp. This image up here is Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. at the grave site of Chairman Fred, and if you look at his tombstone, you'll actually see that it's riddled with bullet holes. The pigs shoot it up annually every December the 4th. So we do have a number of major dates, and one of them is Father's Day, and we go down to Haynesville, Louisiana, where he's buried at, to check on his grave.
We put a bulletproof casing, not a cover on it.
Yep.
We had some internal struggles on how to deal with that. A lot of people was like, man, just replace the tombstone. In fact, Lil Bobby Hutton, I don't know if y'all familiar with who Lil Bobby Hutton is. Lil Bobby Hutton was one of the first members of the Black Panther Party to get assassinated. He was assassinated April 6, 1968, 2 days after Dr. King was assassinated. Lil Bobby Hutton's niece was saying, we need to get the whole thing. I said, no, I think we need to do the Emmett Till tactic. Because a lot of times the problem is we keep on sweeping stuff under the rug.
That's right.
So let the world see it. You know what I'm saying? Like why they still coming out and they don't have to tweet it. They don't have to do no Twitter or no X. They ain't got to do no social media. They know like clockwork to be down there. Certain things with us, so we had to start knowing like how the birds know to go south. It's certain dates to stick in our minds, certain terms. You know what I'm saying? It's be automatic with us. You know what I'm saying? Again, that structure we had that we have, they come and they stabilize us. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain things, so we don't need social media to know certain dates to lock in on us. You know what I'm saying?
To this day, they still go down there?
To this day, they go down there. Yeah, to this day. Yes, indeed.
That's December 4th?
December 4th. We go down there every June, Father's Day. We do a big trip down there. Yeah, we go trucks down there and everything. So we got like a casing, a bulletproof casing, or whatever. We done heard some stuff to ricochet back. We get that over there now. Yeah.
Wow. I got a question. How did you all, or how did the party generate the capital to feed that many people per week?
Great question. Chairman Fred, one of his speeches, he said, nothing should be in the black community. Nothing should be in the black community that does not meet the needs of the black community. And let me be very clear. See, and it's important that the terms, because the politics of it. Because a lot of times we say, okay, what you mean? Are you sweating the business and so on and so forth? So ain't no extortion thing. You know what I'm saying? See, the politics of that's important. And you gotta. That's the Panther becoming the Panther Party. You have to go through 6 weeks of political education. So there's resources that's in our community. And the deal is, you know what I'm saying, once you up the ante, you know what I'm saying, you'll be surprised with, you know what I'm saying, what can happen. Richard Pryor talked about how New Year's Eve, I think 68, 69, he came and he said when he met Chairman Fred, he was honored. He said, man, he donated to the breakfast program. Nipsey Russell, the comedian Nipsey Russell, he done this whole, he kind of embellished it. Nipsey Russell talk about, he say, here come this lady, she's 7.5 months pregnant. She walking in, she got these bullet bandoliers across her chest. He said, she walked up to me, because my mother was on the finance committee under the leadership of Lieutenant Barbara Sankey. And they, you know what I'm saying, and so they would go out and talk to different entertainers, artists, so on and so forth, how to support the work that's going on. So he tell me, I ain't giving nobody no money for no guns. This Nipsey Russell. Y'all know y'all the Wiz and Nipsey Russell.
Yeah.
So he say, but the next day, he said, I ain't got no money for no money for no gun. He said, I put that envelope under the door for the free breakfast program. Any other community, you know what I'm saying? You go back to man, you look at Justin Timberlake and they respect the community. It's a community, you know what I'm saying? Resources there. But the situation in our community, which is so destabilized, I just was watching some footage about Burkina Faso with Captain Ibrahim Traore, and they were talking about like just when you stand up, it's so much resources over there. He said when they told before they got the French up out of there, they was bombarded with propaganda saying this is the most poorest country in the world. It's nothing. He said when you asked them to leave, they didn't want to go. So it must be something to this. So it's resources in our community. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised when you up the ante. I'm talking about everybody. Again, it's a reciprocal relationship. man, it was a climate. It was a climate. And this is no slight on, you know what I'm saying, but it was a climate where the people wasn't fighting to get an athlete a job. It was a climate where athletes, you have Muhammad Ali say, how can I stand in solidarity with you, the people? You know what I'm saying? It's a climate where James Brown had a whole totally different song planned at first. It was people like H.R. Brown, I know this man, Jimmy Alameen, who literally drove down and said, man, you better go back to the studio with that garbage. He upped the ante. We came back out saying, I'm black and I'm proud.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It was see, that's different in the war and the revolution. A war, you have your respective armies. You know, so you suit up and you boot up and you get out and you get out. That's one thing. Not to take away from that. Revolution, you gain the massive participations of the masses of the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people involved in it. At some point in unit, Chairman Fred gave this example. He said, with these two sisters in front of the free breakfast program, the police pull up on them, say, hey, got you for capitalism? Sister, no, Chairman Fred said, that's not cool. The police said, what about socialism? Sister, you know what? I really can't debate. I'm not cloning words and terms. Then the police said, well, what about this free breakfast program? He said, this was feeding our babies. If you took to take it from us, we'll blow your brains out. See, it's documented how the FBI told the vice lords they'd give them a certain portion of 16th Street if the Black Panther Party could not open a free medical center on 16th Street. He flipped the script. He won them certain points of unity. They subsequently ended up working the free medical center. Devil disciples later get them to change it into the black disciples in the free breakfast program. You know what I'm saying? See what the different dynamics that main resource is the people. Yes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people they come in and a lot of times we think it's normal. Like I said, I remember one time we was protesting the construction site, and I said, I came down there and I said, now, I'm telling y'all, the people like, what's the big deal? On 40th on Princeton. And I said, y'all don't see no issue with all them different license plates from Indiana, you know what I'm saying? I said, nobody from the community is working. They was taking this normal. And I said, go in their community. And if white people came in their community, they came out and they said, no, black people working, they think you gotta be filming a movie or something. This ain't how it goes, you know what I'm saying? Our community, again, up the ante, and I'll say all the different dynamics, you know what I'm saying, whether it be entertainers, artists, so on and so forth, some point of unity with the struggle.
Yes, sir.
That's what it was, it's a revolutionary climate. Even the government said, I quote them, because a lot of times people don't believe nothing is a fact, that you say the government said it or the white man said it. They said when the Black Panther Party, this era, this period of time, it was a record load they called black on black crime, you know what I'm saying? And this is, I'm glad you pointed out earlier, don't have this image, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about the Black Panther Party, but it was a revolutionary climate. It was, I mean, progressive happening until you go different corners of discussion. Final call, the Nation of Islam, final call, the paper, was final call Muhammad Speaks back in 1969. Muhammad Speaks. Black Panther Party, different organizations, different, even the street organization, it wasn't no, I ain't up with that black stuff, that political, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't even have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to no sister, you know what I'm saying? That's what's on the climate, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be no frontline go getter, but it's something, the whole, you can feel it. You know, like you go just like, you used to be in Chicago with the different street organizations. You say, man, I ain't finna ride through there, because you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the same colors on, but all of them ain't go-getters, but you don't know who is who. It's a climate, you know what I'm saying, with the type of discussion was going on, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to romanticize, say so utopia. We had differences and contradictions, you know what I'm saying? But the Panther Party said differences amongst the people are reconcilable.
Yes, sir.
Differences between the people in the system are irreconcilable.
Yes, sir. In that order. Yes, sir.
Let's come in.
Run down, Chairman. This image down here, you guys, is the children being served at the Free Breakfast for Children program.
We jump in with it on river chat too. Even when they filmed the movie, it was mistakenly one time, I think it was all boys, all girls. And I said, whoa, I said, hold on, let's balance that out. You know what I'm saying? See, this system, especially right now, I'm so proud of you, I appreciate you so much. I said, you listen to propaganda, I say, it's like, you think the word ops mean brothers against sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you listen, I say, that toxic type of dynamic, how we view each other, you know what I'm saying? That man, the balance, you know what I'm saying? Again, Sheikh Anti-Jihad, we talk about, we come from the cloth where we can, you know, whether it be gender, work with how we deal with the land, whatever, there can be differences, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't, I don't have to chop your tree down for my tree to stand up. You follow what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
This system we subjected to, one comes at the expense of another. You follow what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now, like guys, you gotta hate the sisters and vice versa. It's like a war. You know what I'm saying? In order to be a successful war, and people gotta be locked up. You know what I'm saying? One comes at the expense of another. Different ideologies. You know what I'm saying? You say, man, you come and say, man, what you believe? What's your thing? You know what I'm saying? we come from the cloth. It can be differences. They don't have necessarily be antagonistic. Contradictions are the ruling principle of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because people talk about that. But this system tells us it comes in. It got to be antagonistic. You know what I'm saying? They come in, gas like going on rock. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, there's no differences. Play different organizations, tribes against each other. Before you say antagonistic, like you said, when you go, just give me that line. You said when they get through, getting down one of us.
What you say?
Yeah. About our beliefs, man. I forget exactly how I said it. But when they come to kill us, they don't care what it is that you believe. They see this and they getting you up out of there.
Real talk, real talk. And we gotta be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be clear on that. Don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be antagonistic contradiction. That's the system they go in. They don't care where. They don't care if it's Afghanistan, don't care if it's Iraq, don't care if it's Africa, don't care if it's man. It's an old saying. It's a God created Africans, America made niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they come through and I know it sounds cliche and you say divide and conquer, but that's a real deal tactic. You know what I'm saying? Once you conquer and you clear who you are, you can deal with different dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, some people say, man, how y'all work with different nationalities? You clear who you are. It's a joke. It's a joke they make about me in prison to this day. They say, man, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., he go to the Muslim service, Hebrew service, vice lord me, disciple me, still come out Chairman Fred. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you clear who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's an orphan horse is the most difficult horse to raise. You know what I'm saying? And we got to recognize who we are. You know what I'm saying? Our good, our bad, our difference. You know what I'm saying? We all get contradictions. Tupac say, "Gonna make sure my pros outweigh my cons, though."
Yeah.
Yes, you know, sir. We all get contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a player for that. You know what I'm saying? They come. I tell you, say like when they kill someone in our community, you have was Rodney King? Was he speeding or not? And it's called like the sidetracking of the slave. You engage in the arena you shouldn't be involved in. You know what I'm saying? And one say no. You know what I'm saying? This is wrong what you did. You know what I'm saying? I use an analogy. I told her, like, sister catch the brother at the hotel. She said, man, what you doing in the hotel, sister? He flipped the script on her, like, what you doing riding around with Sheila? You know what I'm saying? So now the script being flipped on her. You know what I'm saying? This system will try to flip the script on us as a people. You know what I'm saying? To say, man, was you in the gang, so on and so forth. Whatever difference we got amongst us, we'll deal with it as a people.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Detroit,
yes, sir.
When they killed Malice Green, Malice Green, Detroit. When they killed Malice Green, they came out and said he was half cocaine and crack. People said, we don't care if he's half heroin. Don't convict them police, see him get out of this.
That's right.
Don't get it wrong. We still got to deal with contradictions. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with some cats. I know this cat done messed up. I said, okay, I'm going to go back and play. We'll come back. Man, what you doing over there?
Right.
Tighten them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Self-check. Man.
Okay, so here you got a list of all the survivors of the massacre on Monroe. A list of the fallen comrades of the Illinois State Chapter. So the Illinois had a number of chapters. A number of branches. Illinois was a state chapter, and then Chicago was a branch. The 5th Captain Mark Clark was out of the Peoria branch, and there were other branches as well. All the survivors you see they were all locked up after Chairman Fred and the 5th Captain Mark Clark was assassinated on bogus charges, attempted murder, and a number of other charges in which they was eventually acquitted for. This the Black Panther Party Cub logo. It's been updated over the years, but this is our Black Panther Party Cub logo. And for those of y'all who don't know, we are an international revolutionary organization carrying on the legacy of the Black Panther Party. We got chapters throughout the country, chapter in France, and our largest chapter is in Brazil. This image up here is the Minister of Defense, once again, the visionary Minister Dr. Huey P. Newton. So when Chairman Fred and the 5th Captain Mark Clark was assassinated, they basically said the state tried to say that they had a shootout with the Panthers, but when it came down to it, out of 100 shots, 99 of them actually came from the pigs, and only one of them could have possibly came from the Panthers. So what the Black Panther Party did, they took over the crime scene, which is part of the main reason why y'all see yellow tape and stuff like that today, because that's how the Black Panther Party handled the crime scene. They turned it over to the people. This image here, you see the people lined up at Ground Zero, 2337 West Monroe, which we refer to as Chairman Fred Hampton Way.
This August 3rd, we're going to officially get it off.
Look, it's still Chairman Fred Hampton Way to the people, but we need the state to acknowledge it as well. So they turned it over to the people, and they pretty much did tours and let the people come in and see for themselves what actually really happened. This image here was a separate attack before the assassination. This is actually the headquarters, which sat across the street on Madison and Western. You see a Walgreens. If y'all familiar with out west, it's a Walgreens that sit there now. This is the door to the headquarters. This is a long laundry list of a short period of time of a number of bogus charges, attacks that the Illinois state chapter was subjected to.
That's just a Chicago branch.
Oh, okay. I thought it said Illinois state chapter. Okay.
I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Chicago, just a Chicago branch.
You had Chicago, you had Rockford, you had Peoria. These are different branches. But Illinois was the chapter, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear people talk about the party, this is the different words, you know what I'm saying? The chapter and the branches. California was the only, I was talking about this yesterday, California was the only state that had two different chapters in one state. Oakland and LA was two different chapters.
Y'all seen this image over there? This is a larger image. This is Chairman Fred when he was 3 years old. Minister Dr. Huey P. Newton was actually in Chicago to speak at the time. Chairman Fred, his auntie was holding him, and he seen this image of Chairman Fred Hampton Sr. and jumped out her arms and went to go look at it. Somebody was able to capture that image. Here go the street sign right there. So hopefully, you know, August 30th. I ain't gonna say hopefully. We gonna get it. It's gonna get it.
We gonna get that done.
It's gonna be put up.
We're gonna take care of that business. We're gonna take care of that business.
Not bad.
This is a Black Panther Party Cubs in Oakland, California for the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party.
We do that.
Which is where our central committee is as well. Y'all know the party was founded in Oakland, California, October 15th, 1966. Go ahead, Chairman.
I want to tag team with you. I want to get this video. Give him that. I want to get this shot in.
Okay.
With me, I want to get me and Gold Child right here. Go sit and play the music. I want to get a shot with everybody around the table.
Okay. So this image here is Deborah Johnson, 19-year-old Deborah Johnson, now known as Akua and Jerry. Some of us refer to her as Mother Comrade. This is immediately after Chairman Fred was assassinated. As y'all can see, she's 8.5 months pregnant with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. She covered down over him while Chairman was, while he was being assassinated. She felt the bullets going through the mattress. This is actually her mug shot. Like I stated over there, she was locked up along with the other survivors immediately after Chairman Fred was assassinated. She got on his bathrobe, house slippers. They flung Mama Comrade in the kitchen by her hair and said, "Look, we got a pregnant broad in here." If y'all ever heard Chairman speak, the prenatal care or lack of prenatal care that he refers to and describes would be a pig's revolver as opposed to a doctor's stethoscope. A pig's revolver to his mother's pregnant protruding belly. So, yep, this is Mama Comrade's mugshot. Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. first jail cellie.
Wow. First jail cell.
And she is still with us, y'all. So if y'all haven't met Mama Comrade, she's still with us. She's still serving the people. She refused to stop serving the people.
Gotta be her.
I'm a little dialogue. We just like building around the table. Y'all gotta give me some energy.
Want me off of my post, but they know me just cause they follow me on the gram. I got a side with the fear of God in you, but I don't show that. Religion divide us, enemy and kill us both, and don't care about what me or you believe. Return to the gods,
turn up.
I got soldiers.
Yes, sir.
None of us perfect, but we come
yes,
to get the prize. Something different about us, you can see it in our eyes. Cause what we came to get, we down to pay for.
RBG.
You know.
Put them fist up, bro. Yeah, put them fist up. Yeah.
But I don't show that. Mama always tell me be careful. Brothers tell me be careful. Wifey tell me be careful. I'm in the trenches. If I die. No, I'm not crazy. I just know if they would knock my noodles out, then they gotta get his permission.
Yeah.
Okay. Slow motion.
Y'all can go regular speed. I'm gonna tell y'all when. One.
Put them down. When he say go, we're gonna put them up. Alright, come on.
1, 2, 3. Alright, bet. That's good. Let me get it.
Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! All power to the people!
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 Yes, sir. RBG. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got a lot of work.
Big unity. Big unity.
One more time.
Big unity. Big unity. Big unity. Big unity. All the way down. One God, one aim, one destiny. Africa for the Africans. Those at home and those abroad. Unity now. Let's go.
Fist salute to all y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Making this, for taking this, for taking this for y'all. Real talk.
One body, one mind.
Please, y'all, what else
Please
y'all
say that.
Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House. You go to the hamptonhouse.org, hit the donate button, thehamptonhouse.org.
You said it's a code what? GC. A code what? People what?
It's a people's propaganda bomb.
Yes, sir.
It's a people's propaganda bomb.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying?
You heard it tonight.
So again, y'all, man, Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House. Also, hit go to the donate button now. Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House.
Can you say it one more time?
Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House.
Let's say it all together. Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House. Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House.
One time.
Cash